We know that these times are tough. We're faced with new and changing guidelines daily. The challenges make us rise to the occasion and come up with new and innovative ways of doing things. And I'm happy to hear that you're all doing that. These new processes may seem laborious, but they are directly connected to positive change. Why don't, Janice, you share a little bit about the work that you're doing in your community? Can you share about the importance of advocacy?
So another asset that you have in your carpet bag is your lawmaker. And right now, go and try to get to know all your lawmakers at every single level of government, because sometimes you need them when you're in these disaster modes and you don't know which ones you need. And we needed ours during Hurricane Harvey. We couldn't get the SBA disaster loan distribution to us unless our congressman's office called on our behalf. And we knew them, and so it made it easy. So one of the things that I'd been advocating for was in the CARES Act, they gave debt forgiveness for SBA 504 and 7A loans, which you get through banks for 6 months. The government's going to pay those debts for the people that have those. I have SBA disaster loans from the government, and they were not included in that section of the CARES Act. And I was like, I want that party favor. I think we should get that, because we got our loans for struggling. They got theirs for good reasons. And so in March, I started working on that. And in the background, I got Texas Restaurant Association, National Federation of Independent Business, Texas Retailers. They were all working in the background. And June 30th, one of our senators introduced the Lift Up Act in the Senate. And so hopefully it'll end up in a package at the end of the month. And so now I'm working to try to get everyone on board. And your voice matters. That's really the lesson here, okay?
Absolutely.
Do not think that your voice does not matter. And frankly, they rather hear from you than the Walmart lobbyist. And I'm sorry if Walmart's on this call. So anyway.
I think just to piggyback off of that, and I know we're running I think probably over time at this point, but we're like, this is good stuff. When it comes to advocacy, it's one of the things that we did pretty early on. And actually, I think that's how Rakesh and Hound came together, was through our work with the cities and with the different municipalities. So we came and the city of Tempe, which is where we're headquartered, was the first one we did work with. And we brought together a coalition of the Chamber of Commerce, the Tourism Authority, the Downtown Tempe Authority, the City of Tempe, and the Economic Development Department. And we brought together a coalition and created a program in the City of Tempe for Buy Now, Save Local. And the city even put some money behind it to help the businesses actually cover some of their marketing costs, et cetera. And then we went and did the same thing in the city of Tucson and Pima County, which is where Rakesh is, and we're doing this in other cities. This is absolutely, to Janice's point, the things that you could be doing in your area as well, bringing together a coalition, finding ways that they can help support and lift up the small business, local business communities.
And also, everybody probably has some trade association that they can join. And if you don't, join the National Federation of Independent Business if you're a small business owner, because they're in Washington, D.C. and in your state capitals, and they are working on your behalf. And you saw the fingerprints of the Restaurant Association in that CARES Act. I mean, that's why that PPP money came through, was really because of them. And the other thing is these chambers of commerce, they're working on our behalf. And do you know they got nothing in the CARES Act? So there's a group of us, we're advocating to get them some money in this last package. So you can advocate for what you want for you personally and advocate for what others need as well. But if you don't ask, you don't get. And so I'm trying to find out how John Paul can give haircuts outside. So I talked to someone yesterday about that.